Well, it's finally here. The new Crow trailer has just dropped, and we're gonna do a live reaction to the video. I have not seen any of the scenes. I've been trying my best to kind of stay away from anything in the past couple of hours until I got into my room and made this video. As you can see, I just barely woke up. So as and hopefully this trailer is good. I'm a huge Crow fan. Of course, I have the Funko Pop, the graphic novel, the soundtrack, the movie, The Crow, the original Brandon Lee version is one of my absolute favorite films of all time. And I hope, I hope that this movie does well because I don't want this movie to kind of be a sort of what's the perfect way I can say sort of continuation of the previous films that they just made the franchise just lose its value, and I want this movie to sort of uh bring a bit of more value back into a younger audience, even though I think the original does it pretty well. But for newer audiences, hopefully this movie does well, and we're gonna do a live reaction to the trailer. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But here we go, and let's begin, shall we?
What's the first thing you liked about me?
Oh,
Thought that you were quite
they're actually
boring and
doing the
broken.
the whole rehab thing.
You feel like my person?
So the rumors were
You
true.
feel like my person.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things.
What the hell is
Shouldn't have
that?
seen any of it.
Oh no, they're gonna make him also supernatural.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do this!
Is this Ozzy? It is Ozzy.
When someone dies,
This is Post Malone.
a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. And sometimes something so bad happens
Is that the Skull Cowboy? Or
that the soul cannot
a
rest
version of him? Okay.
until you put the wrong things right. You were
Yo!
given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her.
That's
I'm gonna
bloody
kill
as fuck.
Every single one of them.
This summer?
And killed you.
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem.
There's.
He came for us.
They gotta give me the money shot. Where's the money shot?
First impulse. Anger. It's not anger. It's love.
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain.
True love never dies.
You have no idea what hell awaits you.
No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
Wow. Um. First thing off the bat, I gotta say the choice of a song and having the Post Malone Ozzy song, why have it in the trailer, that kind of ruins the mood personally for me. Uh, the trailer. Okay, so they didn't have Bill Skarsgård. Is a great actor. They didn't have him in the full on makeup, which I'm not sure if he will eventually embrace the full on makeup at the end of the movie, which is kind of weird to think that he's not full in the full on makeup. It is really bloody. I can tell you right now, it is probably the bloodiest Crow movie I have seen. Maybe the bloodiest one. Someone can fact me check that. Um, this movie is gonna be hard to sell to somebody like me, who is a huge fan of the original Crow. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Some remakes shouldn't have been made. I'm not saying anything about this film yet. I need to see it in full on context because that's that's what people thought when the Joker version of Joaquin Phoenix came out. They thought it's gonna be a horrible movie, and end up Joaquin Phoenix winning the Oscar for Best Actor of that year. So the jury's still out there. Bill Skarsgård's a great actor, of course, in Pennywise. Him portraying Eric Draven, the Crow, is something that we as old school fans, I guess I kind of myself an old school fan of, Brandon Lee portraying the Crow so well. I feel that the gothic imagery of the original Crow is iconic of the time because at the time, the music scene at the time was really different. And in this movie, I guess they could kind of modernize it, which they could have gone a bit more gothic elements. I mean, the song of the movie, they could have had Ozzy maybe under the graveyard. They could have that song of the title, or they could have something like maybe I don't know something darker from Ozzy. But the Post Malone, especially the auto tune at the end of the trailer, like kind of ruined it for me. Uh, I guess Shelley in this movie has a bigger role than she did in the original, which I think it's kind of fine. I'm not saying anything about the actors because I don't really know much more about the actors, I guess, besides Bill Skarsgård. But this is going to be an uphill battle for the trailer and for the movie. I hope that the movie does well when it releases. And you know me, I'll probably be there on premiere night watching the movie. Uh, sort of criticizing this movie to the core because when it comes to The Crow, it is one of my absolute favorite films. And I'm gonna be brutally honest when that movie releases. And if this movie is a movie that is worthy of the original, even though I can kind of tell you it won't be, but if it at least is a second tier movie close to the legacy of The Crow, of something that James Lombard created from his tragedy to Brandon Lee dying in the movie and creating one of the most iconic comic book movies of all time and the future of the franchise, if there's any future. But yeah, that's one full on reaction, people. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this trailer. Share your thoughts, be respectful to others, and hopefully this movie does well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and until next time, stay metal.